Hi, I'm Kevin Barry. I am a member of the Chicagoland Lionel Railroad Club, and today I'm going to share my brand new Lionel Legacy Baldwin RF-16 engines and the passenger cars that come behind them in the distinctive Baltimore, Ohio enchantment blue and gold livery.
Kevin, that was a whole bunch of stuff that you said there. This is Herb Koch, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Kevin has in store today.
All right, Herb, if we can get the station master to give us the signal, let's go run some trains. All aboard!
I'm ready to go.
Let's do it.
So Kevin, what can you tell me about this engine?
This is a Baldwin RF-16 diesel passenger engine. They were built from November of 1950 through May of 1953 with a total run of A and B units of 160 units.
Yeah, how many did you say Baltimore and Ohio got?
Baltimore, Ohio bought 19 A units and 12 B units. Well, it was a straight 8. Of course, it was a diesel. 1,600 horsepower. It had a very distinctive control set known as an air throttle. It could not be used as a multiple unit engine lash-up with EMD or ALCO because of the air throttle without special MU equipment.
And they had the other guys had electrical interface.
Yeah,
Okay.
Those massive cables that you see on the front and rear that actually created an electrical set between the two engines. These engines and these cars were the classic engines of the middle and late 50s and early 60s, with Baltimore and Ohio taking them out of service for the most part in 1962. The passenger cars are signature Baltimore and Ohio and are very reminiscent of the cars that you would see on a videotape of the Eisenhower funeral train leaving Washington and route to Abilene, Kansas.
Yeah, you were mentioning to me that you got into the trains because of the Eisenhower funeral train.
Yes, my aunt worked for the B&O, and I have a complete set of the food service menus for the Eisenhower funeral train returning to Washington from Abilene.
You know, I really like how those sounds just banter inside of the engine box. You can hear the pistons and the other mechanics going on inside there. It's nice to see also that they have these running lights in the back, and when you change the direction, that the lighting changes.
That is a nice touch, and it's well coordinated because as soon as the red marker lights come on, the light at the other end of the engine really brightens up. There's no question which way this engine is traveling.
The Lionel did a good job with the controls. Here are the controls of the engine where you can program and set up the smoke and what have you. Kevin and I both agree that our engines are tuned and don't need smoke, so we run it without smoke. Hey, one thing we know about the Lionel's 855 here, the Baltimore and Ohio Shark Nose, is that it has some goodies attached to it. When you press aux1, you get all the auxiliary sounds, and that's signaled by those bells there. So now if it goes slow, it's going to pick up various different sounds from ringing of the bell and accelerating of the engine. One thing we're going to do is make sure we can get some fuel into this engine. So by pressing the restart button on the cab 2, that will get us into fueling. It'll take us through all the sequences of, and then we can fill it up as long as we want to make sure we have fuel, and that's about enough fuel.
You signed for it. I signed for it last time.
Dispatcher, we've got a full tank. Over. Copy that. Out.
Hey, we can see Mr. Engineer, and maybe if we look, we can see part of his instrument panel.
He's leaning forward. He wants to get moving.
Can I get a green light? Over. Yes, you're good to go. Over. Thanks, dispatcher. Cleared outbound. Out.
This train could have been any one of the Baltimore and Ohio signature passenger runs of the 50s and 60s. This very well could be the Capital Limited running between Chicago and Washington, D.C.
And you know, Kevin, these are Lionel's new 21 1/4 inch cars that make them 85 foot and scale.
These cars are just beautiful. And I love the boat-tailed observation car. And that illuminated square drum head with the C&O logo on it is just the icing on the cake.
You know, when we're on this train, everybody knows where we're going, on the C&O. Kevin, I can hear that Baldwin coming.
Legacy is the right name for this. The control system and what it brings back.
And you got to give some of these passenger cars. You know, there's one word for that, Kevin, sweet.
Legacy is the name of the control system, and legacy is what this brings to mind. And the 85-foot long passenger cars, that's the stuff dreams are made of.
Now we can see it from people level. It's nice looking into the passenger cars as they're getting set up to go to the station for their load and trip out to points out east.
Dispatcher, are we clear through the junction? Over. Yes, all clear. Over. Dispatcher here, you're lined up and clear inbound. Over. Thank you, sir. I'm at slow speed. Out.
I'm ready for Lionel to invent a time machine so I can go back and ride this thing. It's just so darn pretty.
That would be nice.
Waiting to stop. I'm at full stop. We're okay. Train is at a complete stop. We'll let you know when we're underway. Out. I've got a full tank of fuel. I'm at slow speed. Out. This is the dispatcher. The emergency stop. We are in emergency. I'm at full stop. We're okay. Over. Good work. Out.
Those 85-foot cars really are sweet, Kevin.